Hi, Karen with you today. Thank you for joining me. I'm here with another layout for Kitaholic's kit using the July kit. And I'm also decided to use one of the exclusive cut files, the floral frame for this particular layout, and also the mixed media kit. You'll see there that I've cut out the cut file on three different pattern papers from the kit. I've only just recently purchased, well, actually, I didn't purchase it, it was a present from the family, a silhouette, and I'm still getting used to it. So if you might have seen there, the blue, the bottom of the frame's not there, but I paper pierce that back together later when I frame that up. So just to look at what I'm doing there with the mixed media, I pulled out the Sea Breeze acrylic paint and also the gold paint from the mixed media kit, because this I haven't shown the photo yet, but this is a photo. It's going to be a selfie of me at the beach. So I really wanted to get that beachy sort of tones, and I love that Sea Breeze acrylic paint. So what I did here, I did have a pre-gessoed piece of white smooth cardstock. You don't need to do that for this particular technique that I did, but at that stage I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I pulled out my brayer and just put a little bit of the paint across the brayer and then rolled it across the page randomly. Then I did it again with the gold as well. And I also, you would have seen me there, I watered some of that down and actually did some splatters in exactly the same colours as well. So there was really no thought process to this. I just wanted to have a little bit of that gold and that aqua colour coming through the page. And I've decided I'm going to use some of predominantly the pink colours from the rest of the kit, from the embellishment kit, particularly the Vicky Bouton pink florals. So with the cut file, what I've also done, you'll see in a moment, is, as I said before, I've cut it into the three different pattern papers, and then I've actually layered them on top of one another, slightly offset, so you can see the colours through the actual cut file. I then did raise the cut file up on some foam on the bottom layer, so it sort of sits there. So you see that yellow pieces on the back there. It did take me a little while to work out how I was going to position everything for this particular layout. I really wanted the florals to show, and every time I went up to that left-hand side, I was a bit, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. So you'll see me fiddle a little bit with the embellishments. I do a lot of auditioning before I glue down. I tend not to glue as I go. I do change my mind quite a lot. But I really wanted to use these pink colours because I think the pink really comes across and pops off that page. What I decided to do was also, I was thinking about my title, and I started cutting out the love in the aqua tones from that ephemera piece with the love, love, love this life on it, because I thought that would be my title to tie back in with that aqua. And I do audition that several times. It stays sitting on the layout in different places throughout the whole making of it, but it ends up actually not working for me because I ended up putting quite a bit of pink on the layout and it just didn't sit right for me. I also, because the photo is smaller than the square frames of the cut file, I felt that there was something I needed to put underneath there, but I didn't want to put paper underneath to cover up that mixed media. And then I remembered I had some muslin in my stash that I've had for ages. So I pulled a little bit of that out and I thought, this is perfect. That gives it that almost like waves feeling as well. That was what was going on in my mind at the time. And it sort of feels a bit like sand and waves and all that sort of stuff across the aqua and the gold. So I was really happy with that because you could still see the colour through that muslin where those blank spots were between the photo and the frame. I really, as you can see, I kept wanting to use those sunglasses. I love them. I think they're so cool and funky. But unfortunately, I couldn't make them work. They just didn't work for me every time I put them there. When I look back at some of the editing, when I was editing, I thought, some of this could have worked. But do you ever have that experience where you've put things down and you see it doesn't work and then you look later and you think, gosh, that did work. That's where I was very much with this layout. So you see there with what I was saying before about the love, I was really wanting to use that because it gave those tones of the under of the aqua. But I think one of the issues was the love word has that yellow and that green on it, and it just wasn't gelling at all. So I tried a couple of the different flowers as well. But I do end up, I really love that cluster there on the left-hand side, just on the left side of the shot there with the aqua leaves. And I do go back to that. I really loved that cluster. So I did, like I said, I fiddled quite a bit, pulled out things, pulled out the stickers, tried multiple different ways. So I guess I kept this in just to really show that just because you see a product at the end doesn't mean it happened so quickly to actually get there. This took me quite a while, even though in the finished product it looks like quite a simple layout. I got stuck a few times, and so I thought I'd just show you the evolution of how this layout came about. While I'm doing that, I want to just acknowledge Steph and the team for having me this month. It's been such a great experience, and I've loved every minute of pulling together layouts for everyone this month. These kits this month I love, and I've been getting Kitaholic Kits for just over 12 months now, I think, once I started getting back into scrapping when that dreaded COVID started hitting the nation. And I have loved being a part of that Kitaholic community as well. So thanks so much to Steph and the team for having me. It's been so much fun, like I said. So I really liked that sentiment to say, love this. This is just a simple selfie of me. I don't actually go to the beach a lot. I really, don't laugh, but I really don't like sand. But I love to be near the water. So I do love it. I just don't like the sand. So this is just a snap of me at Christmas time. I made a bit of a pact with myself this year that I would scrap more of me, no matter whether they were selfies or whatever, just to sort of keep some memories for myself. I really don't take a lot of photos of myself, but I'm now beginning to take photos more and more as well. So you'll see there I was still trying to work out which direction I was going to have that cut file on the page and where those flowers were going to sit. It was really based on how I wanted to, on what sort of direction I wanted. So once I got to this point though, I started realizing that, I'm happy with this angle. And I really wanted to use those pink cluster flowers. They were absolutely my favorite. I actually did cut up the other pink ones to see what they were like in a little bit smaller, but that didn't work either. See, again, I tried those sunglasses. I just couldn't help myself. I really wanted them. I guess it was because I was wearing sunglasses in the photo. No idea why. So just in terms of the exclusive cut files, when you're a subscriber to the Kitaholic Kits, you get access to printables every month and also exclusive cut files. These cut files are fantastic, and so are the printables. I haven't used them this month, but they are fantastic, so I can't wait to see what everyone else does with the printables this month. The team does a great job putting those together every month. You'll see here that you might remember from my last layout, I mentioned that I like having in my clusters and across my page the colours within those cluster environments. So some of the flowers had a little bit of orange, so I fussy cut out the orange in the middle of those flowers and thought, maybe I can put those across the page. They don't make it on, but absolutely now while I'm looking at that, I should have left them on. I might go back and put them on later. So what I then found, I pulled out, because it was still quite an plain layout, it was quite a simple layout at the end of it, I decided I'd go through all the stickers again, and I found those gold clear stickers of the leaves. Oh my God, they are so much fun. And I just put them all over the page. I used every single one of them up. I just randomly put them across the page, and I found that cute little bee or at the right hand side there near that pink flower. So we're almost up to the point of showing you the final layout for this. I added some enamel dots to the page as well from the enamel dot kit, from the kit as well. And I added one of those pretty pink birds to the left hand side. I love those birds that Paige Evans did in this collection. They look so cute. And I did put some random dots around the page, but I ended up taking them off. I just decided to stick with the leaves and that little bee and the bird. I thought that was completely perfect. So here's the finished layout. My title there, Happy Memories, came from the Paige Evans label, the labels paper, pattern paper, and I just fussy cut that out and stuck that on after I'd turned my camera off because I hadn't decided on what my title was going to be. I've got a few close-ups there. And again, I just want to say thank you so much for having me, Kitaholic Kits, this month. It's been a heap of fun, and I hope you've all enjoyed your kit, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.